Western society is completely fallen. Right now, our political system is a battle between two of the same side. You have your mainstream conservatives versus your mainstream liberals, and they clash on all the little subjects so they can distract the public away from what really matters. And it's disgraceful, and it is what is destroying this society. While we are focused on, oh no, there's boys and girls sports now, which is dumb. Don't get me wrong, it's dumb. But at the same time, the family unit is being methodically destroyed from the inside out. We have had the liberal movement of exposing ourselves to degeneracy being so overly pushed through our media, we don't even notice it anymore. Degeneracy is far more common. It's very rare to find someone that is against all this crap. Social media is perverting the minds of the youth, and we just accept it. We accept it because it's what we know at this point. We have been conditioned to believe this stuff can be all right. No, it's not. And you know why we've been conditioned? Because all this social media, all this pandering makes big conservative money. That's what it does. I mean, you going onto social media, you're going to be the ones that follow the people that are in big conservative, the people working for them. And then that brings in even more revenue, more ad revenue, for example. These people, they're all sellouts. That is what they essentially are. They sell out what truly matters for a big conservative deal. And it's ridiculous. And nobody can even talk about it either because they are shut down. You think that platforms allow those creators to grow, creators like me to grow? Hell. I mean, that's why go check out my Rumble by the way. That's why you need to check it out because that's the only possibility this channel is really going to grow. Because YouTube doesn't like this type of stuff. BotTube hates this. That's why these platforms they ban everybody that are preaching anything that's actually useful, something that's positive. Look at what happened to Sneeko. Why'd he get banned? Nobody can tell you it's just because he said mean things or whatever. But no, it's because it's honest. And people hate honesty. So the West has fallen, as I have clearly stated so far, and I'm sure many of you have seen this. But how do we save it? How do we save this beautiful country? We need to get out of the system, guys. We need to stop supporting guys like Bot Shapiro. Those guys, other big conservatives, anybody with just a really large platform that doesn't talk about controversial stuff, like actually controversial, stuff that actually matters, stuff that goes way deeper than boys and girls sports. If they don't go any deeper than that, stop listening to them. They're just wasting your time. They are distracting you. They are making you angry, making you waste your anger on things that don't matter. Instead, we need to start finding creators that will talk and aren't afraid of the system. Go to Slightly Offensive. Great show, great show. Watch Sneeko over on Rumble. W Guy, high motivation. Good stuff. Honestly, go watch Nick Fuentes. Go watch him. I don't agree with stuff he says, and honestly, I don't really watch him because he seems a little bit like an incel. But I mean, it's better than these people who sold their soul and sold all their values. Am I wrong? Like, I'd rather be on the side with that guy, the guy who will say stuff that I will admit is not good. But at least he's not afraid to say it. At least he didn't sell out his values. Like, at least he's stable with them. Everybody else just gave up on him. And that's not good. That is not what we want in society. That's not what we want in the world. That isn't going to help us in the long run. That is only going to break us down more. It's going to break down the movement more when we are ousting these guys. It's a big reason why conservatism always loses. We oust everybody that actually speaking truth because it's part of the act. Oust these people because they are actually a threat to the system. They are a threat to save this country, people like that. So they have to kick them out. They have to get rid of them. That is exactly what they are doing. They do it all the time. They denounce these people. It's terrible. We also need to stop supporting politicians. We have to be honest. We have to stop supporting real politicians. We need to start bringing in real people instead of politicians into politics. We need to support our guys. We need to say, no, we're done playing your games. We will not support these people anymore. I get it, we kind of have to play into this system a little bit because just of the way just because of the way this country is run, we kind of are stuck into this two-party system at this point where everybody is like a complete degenerate and everybody has no values. So it's like, hey, either we pick the blue guy with no values that wants to kill all the kids, or we pick the red guy with no values that at least only wants to kill some kids. So you know what? Better of two evils is a common thing we do, which I mean it's logical, it's logical. That's what you kind of have to do in politics. But we need to start supporting like non-politicians. We need to put all our energy into building these guys up. Though that is a future. We need to start having real people run. We have to have real people start pushing real messages, and we have to get this out to the public. What's going to happen is there's going to be some very not good events that are going to happen soon. I would don't be shocked if there's a whole lot more of this alien stuff going on. I know it's been spreading a little bit, but don't be shocked if that's the next COVID-19. If it's like aliens, ooh, to distract the public, or maybe it'll be the cyber attack that they were talking about in the World Economic Forum. Or maybe it'll be another disease that'll make COVID look like nothing, which isn't difficult. I mean, a cold makes COVID look like nothing, but you know, I didn't say that. You didn't hear that from me. But that's what's going to happen next. There's going to be some next big distraction, but we're going to have to use it. We, my friends, need to use the distraction to open people's eyes. We have to be like, hey, don't you guys think this is a little bit ridiculous? And try to push it as hard as we can until we can get into the eyes of the majority, because that's the only way we're going to save this country. We also need to bring back building strong families. A lot of people, they're just like, oh, well, the West sucks, and the West is where the nuclear family is, so we have to reject that. No, that is wrong. Nuclear family is what holds this society together. We need to bring the nuclear family back, is what we really need to be doing. So, you know what? Create a family and have a bunch of kids, because then we get more of our population. We basically need to clone ourselves into making our own little army. So we got to make a bunch of us and our cool friends, we all got to make a bunch of cool kids, and then they're going to help us in this movement, obviously, because we're going to homeschool them and raise them to be absolutely legends. So that's going to work out. So bring back the nuclear family and start building community through that way. Start going to church and start talking to people. That's really what we need to bring back, this unity with each other. We need to talk to people. We need to have good conversations with each other so that we are respected and liked in our communities, because that's how you really start a movement, when people respect you and like you. You have to build a certain charisma. You have to you, you have to have something about you that people like to listen to. So you got to have give a people a reason to follow you. That's what we're gonna have to do. We gotta become leaders. And to do that, we need to talk to people and build communities and build families. So yeah, that is how you save a country right there. You stop supporting big conservative who are completely destroying the country by distracting people with real potential. We have to build back communities by interacting with each other, become leaders, again, by interacting with each other, and build the families and build the nuclear family back up again, and bring back gender roles and traditional roles. So those things are so good. It makes everybody happier, and that's what we really want, right? A happy society with God in the center, and that would be beautiful, and that is how we will save the West. I'm going to wrap it up here, though. So, this has been Strange Investigations. I have been your host, the one and only Ron Swanson, signing off once again. If you enjoyed, go ahead and like and subscribe. We post 2 videos a day here with a mix of politics, conspiracies, and self improvement. So, if any of that sounds interesting to you, like I said, subscribe and stick around for the next video. But so long, peace out, and God bless y'all.